Hi, I'm Sean Layden, head of PlayStation. I brought you to this church to tell you about PlayStation. It's great. Now, let us talk about The Last of Us 2. But first, an intermission. Hi, welcome back from intermission. I'm Andrew from PlayStation, here with some guy you'd never heard of. We're talking about how great our conference is so far.
Man, this company is amazing, and let's talk about how creative and original everything we do is, and how it's almost like there's some sort of thing this metaphor we could do for our fans. Come with us on a pilgrimage, and you can visit all sorts of interesting stories and myths and telling all of these different things. We're very, very excited to show you 45 minutes of nothing, followed by some trailers.
Hang on 1 second. Let's show an image from a previous D2E video while we get set up, okay?
All right.
Then we'll start the show that we've already started.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back. Now that we've fixed our audio issues, we're D2E and you're you, and this is the Sony pretentious bullshit-a-thon, known as their media event briefing. I'm very frustrated. What we did was simulate. They had two long-winded solos where one guy played a banjo, and another guy played a Japanese recorder thing.
Yeah.
And then they had they literally had an intermission, and they cut away, and they had bad interviews, and 45 minutes in, we got like 2 games. It was so slow.
It was painful. It was very frustrating to watch.
But let's talk about the announcements themselves. Good with you?
Yes.
Last of Us 2 has the lesbians again, and then it has very violent gameplay, and it has sneaking around. It looks like a prettier version of Last of Us 1, but you play as Ellie the whole time, and the gameplay looked a little unbelievable, but we'll see, right?
Yeah.
Sony has been known to bullshot a few things, and what's real, what's not real. What's just convenient for that particular moment, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
Game is very pretty, and I'm sure it's going to please those Last of Us fans. I'm not one of them, but
Last of Us is fun.
Yeah.
So that trailer sucked, though.
It was so fucking slow.
Like, was it 2 different moments that they just cut in between? Is that actually how the gameplay is? Was that a flashback? Was that a flash forward? Who fucking cares?
It is not a way to do it at an E3 trailer.
Especially considering they, for just that trailer, had everyone in a freaking church barn and then moved everyone out from there after one fucking trailer to the actual E3 event. Why?
Why?
Why
it
would
was
you...
so slow and dumb, and then the rest of the stage was fine. They never left that stage.
Why would you ever do anything like that? Why?
This was just bad and dumb and bad and dumb and bad and dumb and bad and dumb and bad and dumb.
Like, EA's thing, and we harp on EA, but I think, without giving our grade away, I think that this may have them beat.
Now, let's continue, okay? Because I'm going to make a slight counter to that. Slight. God, I'm just looking at my notes. I'm so angry in my notes. God of War is getting a New Game Plus, blah, blah, blah. Call of Duty is getting exclusive maps, which is pretty normal, or getting maps first.
Yeah.
Let's see. Blops 3 is free for PSN members. More commercials for trailers we've already seen. Mm-hmm. Destiny got a meaningless trailer as well. And by meaningless, I mean like a cinematic trailer that's not indicative of the story or gameplay.
To be honest, any cinematic from Destiny is not indicative of story or gameplay. Even ones that are in the game.
Then we watched that guy play that recorder instrument for a while. Then we got to Ghost of Tsushima, and it looks good, looks pretty.
Yeah.
Looks maybe too good. I don't know, but
Yeah,
I like Sucker Punch. I'm rooting for it. You were climbing around. You were being a sneaky ninja. You were fighting guys. They look cool.
Feudal Japan, Mongols invade. I can't wait to watch all the Mongols die in a tornado twice. Historical Japan joke.
Joke or fact?
Yes.
Okay. And then there was a really odd trailer. We weren't sure what it was, and it turns out it is Control, made by Remedy, the Quantum Break, Alan Wake people. Mm-hmm. So it looked cool.
I like Alan Wake. I like Remedy. I think this trailer looked really fucking cool. It had a nice blend of like realistic and surreal, and there was just kind of a point where I'm just like, okay, you saw Inception, hurry on with it.
Yeah.
But I liked the weird fucking 3D model magnet-ass gun that they had. That was cool.
Next up was a really pretty game where you played as a mouse, and I couldn't figure it out, and it was kind of annoying me, but it was just an odd teaser that led into
Ratatouille.
Resident Evil 2 remake, but remake is a bad word for this. This is like a reimagining, completely a new engine, and overhauled gameplay. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Go track that one down, kids.
Yeah. And unlike the Final Fantasy VII remake, it's coming out.
Why do you gotta swing below the belt?
Because I'm tired.
We're friends here.
Yeah.
All right. D2E becomes D1E. All right. Then Trevor saves Rick and Morty. It was just Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Justin Roiland making a game.
It is a game by Justin Roiland. That's all you really need to know.
Yeah, it looks
very, like that.
Yeah. I was very unmoved by it.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3, I was a little worried that we were getting like a very similar trailer, but turns out...
Totally new trailer.
No. We have Pirates of the Caribbean returning, looking better than it did in the actual movies.
Yes.
So... lots of cool Kingdom Hearts stuff, different attacks, different moments, bouncing around. Everything's like high flying energy. I'm like super into it. And then people in black clothing show up, and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, it's one of those things where the story of Kingdom Hearts is not. It's a lot of things. It's not hard to understand. It's just. There's a lot of it, and it's too much to, like, chew through and explain in a way that makes sense all in one go. It's a very segmented kind of thing, and it's really dumb.
Dustin, anytime it stops, like, hanging out with Disney characters, it's this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's bad.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like when Organization 13 is done, you see the Square trailer for more on that.
Square trailer?
It's a Square episode of...
I know, hang in there, buddy. We're almost done.
Oh my god.
Death Stranding.
Yeah.
So, Death Stranding continues to just be a bunch of trailers and story beats that I have no idea.
Yeah.
Game looks pretty. I think I saw gameplay, but I don't know why I want to play it. I don't know how I could play it. I don't know what the purpose is. I don't know shit about it. I mean, I know people like to just get down on their knees for Kojima, but I'm not there yet, and I don't get it. And
it's like
they're babies and Ghost. And
it's like I don't know if it's pretentious because I have no idea what it's trying to do. You know, like it could be pretentious and shit, but I don't know because I don't know anything.
It did have one moment that I was first disgusted by, but now I appreciate it because it's like watching this conference. Everything was pretty, but a guy was ripping his toenail off.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I felt about the whole conference. So
I'm going to give you my impression of what I think Death Stranding is about.
Okay.
Okay. In Death Stranding, you play as the world's most stressed postman. And you travel through the mountains with your companion, Dr. Fetus. And then a lady in freaking ferrofluid armor shows up and tells you a bunch of shit. And then you meet another lady on a beach with some whales. And
there's a bunch of Grim Reaper ghosts flying around with their hand feet.
Yeah, people made of bees come down from the sky. And there's rain that makes you old.
Describing this game just makes me feel like we're on an acid trip and we're just trying to explain what's going on in our heads.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, there are so many questions, and we're never going to get the answers to any of them. I have a feeling that Death Stranding is not even a real game. He's just fucking trolling everyone at this point. He's just not going to even make a game. He's just going to make a bunch of hints at a game that will never happen. I think it's just a big fucking elaborate piece of performance art at this point.
I like the theory. Neo 2 was a nice little surprise.
Looks good.
Looks fine, good.
Pulling a demon horn out of your fucking skull, that's cool.
And then we got to the Spider-Man portion, which, by the way, we complained so much about the presentation of the show.
Yeah.
This second half was just trailer to trailer to trailer with no talking or weird moments in between.
Yeah. Well, they punctuated a couple of the trailers with, like, little bits from Project Dreams.
Right. But what I'm saying is, like, they didn't go back to weird stage stuff, or they didn't have someone playing an instrument for Death Stranding or Spider-Man. Thank God.
It is as if someone literally dropped all the pretense backstage and they couldn't find it, so they just kept going.
The first 45 minutes were completely different than the last, 30 minutes, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was weird. But Spider-Man looks great. The combat looks fluid. Spider-Man moves fast. You're going between cutscenes and gameplay really nicely. The story looks super interesting. Had a nice little cliffhanger at the end of the trailer.
Yeah.
I'm super into it. That's a must-buy. Of all the games, that one is like my number one from E3 so far. Just because it looks really neat and well-polished.
I'll play the shit. Great job. I'll play the shit out of that.
So that was it. It just kind of ends. Like, the conference just ended without, like, a speech or a thank you or, like, just done. Let's get out of here. Then we go back to Intermission Land, where the people are talking to each other, and a From Software VR game was announced, and okay.
Sure.
That was it. The show was an hour and 15 minutes long, but it felt the longest by far.
It was.
And times I was just literally just angry, and I kept thinking to myself, like, my friends and some of you watching who don't watch E3.
Yeah.
Instead, you watch our recaps or just watch trailers on YouTube.
Yeah.
In this case, you're better off for it.
Yes. By the time they got to Death Stranding, I felt like it was midnight.
Yeah.
And it is currently, as of this recording, around 11 o'clock.
East Coast, yeah. If we had skipped that and just watched the trailers the next day, we'd be so happy right now.
Yeah, I'd be asleep.
Yeah, this is bad.
It was rough.
Grade?
Well, let's get to the drawing first.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
What did you draw this time?
So I drew an artist's depiction from crappy drawing on markers. An image of Death Stranding. So it's just a screenshot from Death Stranding.
That is
as
a
I
good
imagined
representation of Death Stranding.
There's a lot going on. It's confusing. You're carrying this big thing on your back. It's full of expectations. You don't know what's there. You don't know where you're going. And there's just a bunch of fucking weird, hostile shit.
When you stare at that image, people, try to tell me, what do you think the gameplay is and what do you want to happen? As far as we could tell, you have to avoid those shadowy things as best you can.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It is a fucking mystery, and so was this conference. It's just a lot of, why did you do it like this?
Yeah.
Why is this the way it is? What is happening? What is going on? And then by the time you get to a point where it's like, oh, okay, here's some new information. The conference is fucking over. Final grade.
I feel defeated. Gosh, this is hard. I want to say F, but some of the games are really pretty and really cool.
Yeah.
But even the way they presented those games, Last of Us just took fucking forever. So even that game is cool, but I hated the way that it was set up, and the trailer's 8 minutes long for Death Stranding, that kind of stuff.
I think the games that they showed are really good, but the way that they showed them, for the most part, Absolutely.
Outside of Spider-Man, I am either like neutral interest or less interested in like almost every major thing they had.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like Control, I'll need to see how it pans out.
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima, I still don't know enough about it.
Yeah.
And it's weird. You're trying to like sell me on these games, and I'm not sold. So
Yeah,
they're pretty. They're very pretty.
Yeah. And ones that I was just like, yeah, I'm going to buy that. Sometimes I'm just like,
They were a beautiful woman with no personality.
yeah, kind of.
So what are you feeling, man? D?
D-.
Alright, like we can't give them a pretentious out of bullshit. You know, we don't do those kind of grades. So
I would love to give them a fucking.
Just give them like a little emo kid where we do our grade. Just I don't know what to say about this. Just yeah, I know, right? Just burn it down.
Yeah.
So D- is our final grade as we look forward to Nintendo tomorrow, and we hope for the best, fear the worst.
Yeah.
We're at least getting Smash Brothers, so it can't be that bad. We'll see you then. Yeah, we're gonna just try to pick up the pieces and recover after this one.
Yeah.
Sony. Tired of it.